welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls. And the Jazz start out with the ball. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Brian Russell is out there with Malone. Then there's Hornacek. Then there's Foster. And it's Stockton in at the 1 spot. Now here's Malone. 5 to shoot. Russell passes to Malone. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Here's Pippen. Outside Jordan. Rodman in the post. He's covered by Malone. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Longley. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Russell against Pippen. Malone in the post. And that one, good.
First points of the night. And you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now here's Pippen. Pass to Longley. Outside Jordan. They get a hand on it. Malone with the steal. And stolen by Jordan. And it goes down 2 points.
A high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Now Stockton. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I did catch up with Utah's head coach. And in talking about this matchup, he said this is a team that will execute you to death. He said the tough thing is that they have such great awareness offensively. Their discipline, their recognition, any mistake you make at the defensive end, 9 times out of 10, they're going to exploit it. So, Kevin, we'll see who wins the chess match tonight.
Thank you, David. Could be a tall task. Trying to prevent, Greg, those shooters from getting hot.
It's going to take attention to detail on the defensive end. Contest everything.
What we're seeing now is defenders who now understand I can contest the shooting hand and still stay out of the shooter's landing area, which we know now is a foul.
The Jazz with another miss. Stockton against Harper. Outside Pippen. And here is Jordan. Drills the elbow jumper. Jordan's got his second bucket.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now here's Stockton. They get it back. Malone. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
Already, I mean, we are seeing the full range of a skill set on display. Get ready for a big-time game from this guy.
Here's Pippen. The drive by Jordan. And it's Foster with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Some changes for Chicago. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Utah also making some changes. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Foster. Keith comes in for Brian Russell. And it's Anderson in for Hornacek. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Goes up on the wing. And Kerr gets it to go on the assist from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Anderson. 1:56 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Stockton hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Kerr against Stockton, and stolen by Stockton. Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Bulls. For three, Kerr hits the three-point bomb. Kerr's got his second bucket of the night.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Yeah, you got to love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Some changes for Chicago. Simpkins comes in for Dennis Rodman, and Bushler's subbed in for Michael Jordan. And Utah also making a switch. Isley's checked in for John Stockton. Kukoc kicks to Kerr. Rennington passes to Bushler. Dishes it to Kukoc. Six on the shot clock. 11 feet away. The rebound by the Jazz. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Malone. No good that time. And it's Chicago the other way. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Kerr. Tight defense on him. Here's the pass to Simpkins. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Bulls up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Chicago leading. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, Malone is out there with Ostertag. Then it's Isley. Then there's Anderson. And it's Keefe in at the small forward position. And Anderson has it in the corner. Malone outside. Pass to Keefe. Jazz passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Isley, no good. So it's Chicago now. Kerr with it. He has 5. Pass to Kukoc. Good, he hits the jump shot. Kukoc has got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
And the jam by Karl Malone.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So Philadelphia. Longley's checked in for Wennington. Williams comes in for Simpkins. Pippen's checked in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. Russell, he's checked in for Utah. Hornacek comes in for Anderson. Shots good by Pippen. Pippen's got his first basket.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Hornacek outside. Pass to Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Russell against Pippen. Let's go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 3. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Isley the pass to Ostertag. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Foster's checked in for Greg Ostertag. Here's Hornacek. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Pippen. Banked in off the glass. And now a 5-point Chicago lead.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Russell passes to Isley. Hornacek outside. The pass to Russell. The tray connects from 3-point range. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about the awareness there of Hornacek, a high IQ player who just knows how to find his teammates when they're open.
Pippen against Russell. Puts it up from 15. Count that bucket. Pippen's got 6.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Jazz trail by 4. Hornacek passes to Isley. Out to the wing, to the middle. Here's Foster. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. So for the Bulls, Rodman, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Jordan in for Bushley. And a switcher also for Utah. Stockton's checked in. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
Stockton kicks it to Foster. 4 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Malone can't hit.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
For the Jazz, Keefe is checked in for Malone, and it's Anderson in for Brian Russell. There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Here's Hornacek, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Chicago leading by 4. Now here's Pippen. He's got 8. Harper the pass to Longley. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Jazz trail by 4. Stockton dishes to Foster. Stockton against Harper. Pass to Hornacek. Passes it to Keefe. 3-pointer, Stockton. Longley grabs the miss. Stockton's gone 1 of 4 from the field. And Jordan has it in the corner. 36 seconds left in the first half. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
And the Jazz making a change here. Ostertag's checked in. Chicago leading by 6. Now Jordan, he has 6. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So for the Bulls. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. Jordan no good on the free throw.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Here's Kerr, finished off the break. Kerr's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And that does it for the first half of play. Bulls lead by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They took over in the second quarter, building their lead up to 10 points by the half and looking very much like a team that is determined to turn this game into a laugher. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?